Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah for the brothers. Yahweh Shema Elathah Hashem Yahushua for the sisters. This is the Thursday night scripture breakdown class on Priest Officer 1000 Shadow Rock. We're going to be covering Nevada's class as well. The title is going to be Who is Our Oppressor? We want to find out who our oppressor is. So I'm going to start off with Psalms 83 and 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. Verse 2.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumbling.
Okay, so this is talking about our oppressor. This is talking about several of our oppressors. Okay, but the main oppressor we're gonna go into is gonna be Esau. That's going to be the first oppressor, and he's actually the main oppressor. But he's included in this Psalms 83 because of the fact that he oppressed us, okay? And it's still going on. It went on back then in the ancient times, and it's going on today. Continue. Let me see which one we're going to go down to. We're going to drop down a little bit.
Verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumbling, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So
basically, this is saying that them that hate thee, who is being hated here? You know? Go ahead.
The Most High?
Well, yeah, but be more specific. Who? Who's being hated?
Israel.
Israel. That's right. Shalom. I have a seat. All right, so Israel's being hated, and lo means look. Our enemies, in plural, has made a tumult. So they're getting ready to cause some confusion here. They going through a plan. Okay, continue.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against our people.
They have taken crafty counsel. Now, back in the day, they had a movie called Claudine with Diane Carroll and what's that, bro? James Earl Jones. And it was speaking about the system, the welfare system, the social workers who come out. See, this is all about the system of our oppressor. You know, here you have it, two Israelites, two so-called Negroes, Shalom sis, and two so-called Negroes, and they just going on a date. They dating each other. She has kids. She's in the welfare system. Okay. The social worker comes out like the next day or the following week, and then she starts questioning her. And it's a good movie to see. It's an old movie, but it's a good movie to see because you see them go through hiding everything before the social worker get here, because she's going to evaluate whether they should stay on, welfare, so they can get their benefits, or should they get their benefits or not. But the question in the movie that the social worker asked the sister, Diane Carroll, was, how much money did he spend on you when you went out on that date? Now, does that sound appropriate? The sister opened up her mouth like, wow, exactly. Wow. How much money he spent on you when y'all went out on that date? Now, our oppressor is so draconian. He want to suck the life blood out of you. He want to take you for every dime you got. And we know this is all too familiar for us in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations. They want to know how much money she spent, because they're going to deduct that, of course, from probably her monthly check she get from the county, So here it is. They're trying to get together. James Earl Jones, he had a regular job. He wasn't on welfare. You know what I'm saying? He was a working man, and it caused them almost to break up, over that. He's like, what the hell I'm supposed to do? You're going to count everything I got? What are you going to do this and do that? You saw that, didn't you?
I know that. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead, sis. Next time you raise your hand, I'm going to say, go ahead, finish what you said.
No, I seen that movie. They have him in the social worker office.
Right.
The dude, I don't know his name, but
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Famous actor. Got it. He's known for that voice. He did the voice of the Lion King as well. Okay. So he throwing a fit in the office. He was like, Stamp you, denied. He went over to all the desks, him and her, denied. He got pissed off and took his woman up out of there. Understand? She had about 8 kids or something. Claudine had a lot of kids, which was back then, a lot of sisters back in our days, you know, like my mom's and all of us could recognize had a lot of children. We got a lot of uncles, aunts, and cousins because black women are real fertile, and Latino women and so-called Native Indian women back in the day were very fertile. So she needed that support. And the system was just trying real crafty. This crafty counsel we're reading about in the Bible. Lo, our enemy has made a tumult. They have taken craft. Read that again.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Thy people. And this is what the world don't understand. The world think that's the real Israel in Israel. No, you looking at the real Israel.
Right.
The real Israel are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. They have taken crafty counsel against us. Who our oppressor is the ones that's done that to them. And it's not hard to know. It's not hard to figure that out. Exactly who that is. Okay, read.
And consulted against thine hindered ones. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
See, let us cut them off from being a nation. Right now, do you think that the so-called Negroes understand that they are a nation? Exactly. We don't even know we're a nation. We fighting each other and trying so hard to graft in to join our oppressor and do what he do, take on his ways. We get the Bible calls her a strange woman. See, if you're not a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman, you are a strange woman when it comes to Israel, when it comes to God's people.
That's right.
And those are the women we are only to be with. Right. Our kind, our people. Understand? So they are Confederate against thee. That's what it said, right? I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Okay, so somebody, hey, could one of the brothers look up that word Confederate? Look up what the meaning Confederate, what it means. See, so through all of this, this is the system. This is what they call the system. We all familiar with the system. You gotta join in, apply for it. You go to a job, you gotta apply for the job. You gotta go to their networks and their systems, their temporary agencies if you can't get a job. And it'd be hard as hell to even get a temporary job. You know, I remember when I was working in my younger days, it was hard for me to get a temporary job. Well, what can you do? Well, shoot, can I work in a warehouse? Well, we don't have any openings there. Well, we do have one opening, but it's like 80 miles away. And I don't have a car, right? All too familiar. This system is designed to destroy us. See, our oppressor's main job is to keep us under oppression, in oppression, okay? So continue reading. And did anybody find that word Confederate?
I got it.
Go ahead. You got it? Go ahead, Ramon. You got it? We're on Psalms 83, and we actually have verse 5. Okay, when you get it, go ahead and read it.
This is the definition of Confederate out of the Merriam-Webster dictionary. It says united in a legal, in the league.
Just stop right there. Oh my goodness, united. That's the only word I need to hear.
Right.
United. You know, I'm actually from New York, even though I'm out here in Cali. I used to be a messenger back in the day, and I had to go. I had to take a package to the real UN, the United Nations. I noticed down there, they don't even have a Negro chair, a chair for the Negro nation. See, let us cut them off from being a nation. They didn't even consider us a nation. You had African nations in there. I didn't know who the Mbutus was and all of them. I don't wear that stuff. And we as a people are always trying to grab other cultures, man. You know, even back in that day, you know, they were wearing dashikis. I remember that in the 70s. Dashikis. We had beads when you go through the house. We had the afros, which was really, that's our culture. The afros and the braids, that's Israelite culture. That's us. Not no damn dreadlocks. Okay. So that's what I remember. We try to graft onto all these other nations. That's the reason why we're under our oppressor. Why are we under our oppressor, Ramon?
We sinned against our God.
Say it again.
We sinned against our God.
Get that man a hand. That's right. We sinned against the Most High God. That's why we in the situation we in right now. Right. You got brothers eating ham hocks, pork chops, shrimp, crab, lobster, celebrating birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Thanksgiving. Wait, Halloween coming up, right? Yeah, Halloween coming up. Oh my goodness. You even got Halloween in the churches, these Christian churches, which is the fake Christianity. You know, our oppressor put us under that fake Christianity. Okay, grab that. And so this is what we have sunk into. Continue.
Verse 4. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Okay. So right then and there is telling you they cut us off from being a nation. They're confederate against us. That means they joined together against us in a crafty council. You know, you got to jump through so many hoops to get a job. You got to have what? You got to have a what do you call it? A resume.
Come on.
First, you got to go to school.
Come on.
When you gonna have time to go to school? When you trying to SHALAM, when you trying to feed yourself, clothe yourself. You know, in that book of Deuteronomy, in 28, I believe it's 28, 48. Let me check 28, 48. But we had to serve our oppressor, and we trying to find a job, but we got to feed our face first. And don't forget, you got to have a place to live. That's a big one. How you gonna have a place to live, feed yourself when you don't have a job? How you gonna get to the job when the job is 50 miles away and you on the public transportation? All right. Slacky. There was a while ago, there was a big, I don't know if it made the news. It made the news for a little while. There was a sister that found a job out in Jersey. She was a single mama, and she was trying to feed her kid and herself, and you know, make something out of herself. They made a mall, and this mall was far. She had to get on public transportation to get out there. Back east, you know, you got a lot of snow out there and slush, very slippery, and it's hard when you stick your foot in the snow. If y'all know, you know, you ever been in real snow, you know it's a little bit hard to pull your foot out. You got to put a little bit of effort to pull your foot out while you're walking, let alone it's slippery. So they made this mall, and this mall had one way the bus comes in. When the bus comes into the mall where she got the job, she had to run across traffic, probably 3 to 4 lanes, because it was a wide traffic area. This is how, you know, our oppressor does. Our oppressor is crafty as hell. Okay, he actually made it that way so we couldn't get in there. Only the ones that live out in the burbs, in the suburbs, can get over there easily. We got to take public transportation. Now, this is a sister got to run across 3 lanes of traffic just to get to her gig, to her job. Do you know she got hit by a car and killed instantly? Killed instantly. And I believe one of our so-called leaders or whatever came out there and made a big deal about it. But our oppressor has taken crafty counsel, has joined together. Continue on that. Continue to the next verse.
They are verse 5. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of who?
Edom.
Who?
Edom.
Edom. Okay. Shalom, sis. Who is Edom? Go ahead.
He the devil.
Get that man a hand. Now let's be a little more specific. Wait.
The so-called white man.
So-called, yeah. All right. So-called white man. All right. That's who Edom is. All right. Continue.
And the Ishmaelites.
All right. Who's the Ishmaelites? Anybody know? Go ahead.
And the Arabs.
The Arabs. Give that man a hand. You've been studying. All right. Continue.
Of Moab.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hagarenes.
All right. Who's Moab?
And the Chinamans.
Give that man another hand. I'm trying to get all the hands.
Right.
That's right. The Hagarenes. You know who the Hagarenes are?
You stumped me on the one. You stumped me.
Stumped you on that. All right. That's the so-called, that's the ones who are probably fighting in that battle right now. The Palestinians.
Right.
Right? The bed, like from the Bedouin tribe, they call them Bedouins, them Arabs. They're like Arabs. Okay, they're like the Philistine people. No. Go ahead, continue.
Verse 7. Gabal.
All right.
And Ammon.
Who was Ammon? Who's Ammon? Khan. There you go. Get that man a hand. I'm giving hands. Give him a hand. All right. That's right. The Japanese. That's Ammon. See, in the Christian church, they don't tell you who is who in the Bible. You need to know who you're reading about.
That's right.
You know, you got to know who you're reading about. I'm reading something. I don't even know who. Okay, Ammon. Okay, Moab. Okay, Hagarene. Who are these people? Right. Do they break it down in the Christian church? Well, I was in the Christian church, raised in the Christian church, and was never told that Moab was a Chinaman.
Right.
Never told that Ammon was a Japanese man. Right. Probably never even told who Ishmael was. Just knowing that Ishmael and Isaac were brothers, right. Abraham's sons. Okay, and then that was it. You know, and they're the ones in the land, you know, trying to claim our land. They fighting right now. That war between the Israelis, the fake Jews, and the the Palestinians. They're both fighting over our land, a land that's not even theirs. See, and if you look in common sense, what is the nation who don't know who they are? Huh? It's us, right? And who is us? Who is us in particular? Okay, but who is I said who is the you're right on all of them, but I'm trying to get you to say it. Go to say it. There you go. Get that sister hand. They pulled it out of. That's right. The black people, the so-called Negroes. They called us colored in the books when I was in school. They called us the colored folks. They called us the Negroes, the blacks. Jesse Jackson gave us African American. And how the hell could we be two white people? Amerigo Vespucci and Africanus. Yeah. Africanus, those are both Roman people. Right. So don't ever call yourself an African American. That's a discredit. Right. See, all because they wanted to make sure that we didn't know our identity, that the name of Israel would not come into remembrance. Right. We won't remember ourselves. But in the book of Baruch, I believe it's chapter 4. You got a apocrypha, Ramah? We got a apocrypha. Yeah, grab the apocrypha. Going to Baruch. I believe it's in chapter 4. All right. Let's go in Baruch real quick. And hold that Psalms 83. Matter of fact, go ahead and continue. Continue with the verses.
This is the book of Psalms 83, verse 7. Gabal and Ammon and Amalek.
Okay, now, who is Amalek?
The so-called Israeli.
Say it louder.
The so-called Israeli sin.
Give that man a hand. That's right. That's the Israelis. That's the ones right now getting ready to do the ground troop, but the ground invade Gaza right now. Right? That's the ones that's getting ready to invade Gaza. That's Amalek. No, he's the father of all your fake Jews.
Right.
All right? All of them. Okay? He's the father of y'all fake Jews. If you out there trying to, what they call that shadow banning us or shadow casting us, know that you're a fake Jew. Your father is Amalek. Our father is Jacob. You
Right.
Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian is Jacob, Yaquab in the Hebrew. That's us, the real Jews of this earth. That's about to get our inheritance
Come on,
once America breaks down and falls.
come on.
That's right. Let Babylon fall. Get out of hand. Get the Lord a hand. Lord a hand. Let Babylon fall down to the ground.
Right.
So my sisters don't got to be struggling no more. So my brothers don't got to be struggling no more. You understand? So we can live that delicious life that y'all living out there. All right? All right. So that's what's going on. That's who Amalek is. Even Hitler said it in the book called The Nazis. And that's a Time Life and magazine book. Time Life is real credible. Been around forever, for ages. You heard of it, right? Exactly. Time Life, very credible. He said he had black faces up here. They were African, they were Negro, they were Asian, because some of us were living in Asia. And he had little lines going down, and there was a hook-nosed Amalek, fake Jew. Okay? I said Amalek. And you know what was written on the side? Bastard. What's the definition of a bastard? Anybody know?
A child born without a father, your parents not here.
Yeah, that's just the hand. Child without a father. Child without a father. So he's calling Amalek that because he know that he didn't come from the black races. He didn't come from Israel.
Right.
So he's a bastard. That's what even Hitler even knew the truth about them. I ain't say he knew the whole truth, but he knew that part. Understand? And not that we in the I.S.U.P.K follow Hitler. He's our oppressor too. He's an Edomite, right? But he didn't know that about his fellow Edomite, the fake Jew. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I actually heard that Hitler killed all these Jewish people because he found out that they really Jews. How true that is.
That could be part of it, but part of the main part is because they were stealing their money.
Right.
What do Jews do? What do they do where they go? Anybody know what Jews do when they go? When they're in a nation, wherever they go, what do they do?
They manipulate the economy.
There you go. Get that man a real hand right there. That's what I'm talking about. They manipulate the economy. There's a term for it in the Bible.
Extortion, usury.
There you go. Damn, get that man. Yeah, y'all on it tonight. Great. That's right. Usury. Usury is, you know what usury is?
Another good word is
Use, okay. No, that's correct. Because you're using somebody for your financial gain.
Right.
However, usury, and y'all gonna be like, oh, it's interest. I charge you something, plus you got to pay interest.
Right.
So say I got something for $500. The interest on that is 3%. 3% is $65 per year. So you're paying $565 at the end of the year or monthly, or however the interest goes. The Jews were famous for using usury. Now, here in the I.S.U.P.K, under the Commanding General YAHANNA, the school, are we supposed to charge usury to our brothers?
No.
That's right. You are not to charge interest to another Israelite. That is forbidden in our law. That's forbidden in Levitical law, because you're using, like the sister said, you're using, plus you create another burden. We're already in hell. We're in hell. This is hell.
Right.
The real hell. Yeah, we're already in hell. Yes. What is hell? Remind.
Hell is a condition.
There you go. Give Mark a hand. That's why I had to pull it out to you. Come on, priest. Let's get this right. It's a condition. Hey, Salaki, can somebody go back there and check on my son where he is? Is he back there?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Because I heard something. But anyway, so hell is a condition. The condition of the ghetto, the condition of the barrio, the condition of prison. Do you know now they're making mega prisons? Our oppressor is making mega prisons. You know, I did a class, you know, a little while back, and I did a class on peonage, on the other slavery. That's part of it, because it was convict labor they were using us for. And the condition was worse than slavery. Worse. See? So these are the conditions that we're living in. We're living in hell now. When you go to church, they say you're going to go to hell. No, I'm already in hell.
right.
You don't know it. You in hell too. You ain't got no money unless you the pastor stealing everybody damn money, right? You stealing everybody damn money. But we in hell now, in our condition, in our state. We got to fight to do this. One thing our general said, General YAHANNA said this about us, and it's so true. We know how to suffer. We know how to suffer. Say, brother, you only got 2 pieces of bread today. That's all you get. Matter of fact, you get that for the whole week. I don't know how you're going to do it, but here you go. God damn. All right. And roll with it. And survive and live through that.
Right.
You understand? Our oppressor is the cause of that condition.
Right.
And that's Edom. Now, we went over who Edom is. Is any more on that that I gave you on 83? You got a question?
I had just one in the Baruch, or the Baruch 4.
Baruch. Oh yeah, Baruch 4. Can you read it? Go ahead with go to 6. Let me see. Oh, you in 4.
Chapter 4.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 6. Or you want the better finish?
Let's take it from the top. Let's see what it says.
Oh,
From the top, because right now it's kind of speaking to me. Go ahead, read.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endures forever.
All right. Go ahead.
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Okay. Continue.
Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in it, walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
All right, that's not it right there. That's not it. I want to get to the part where it says, you may be familiar when it says, you shall remember, they shall remember themselves in their captivity. Okay. It's in, I'm thinking, but I see it's 14.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read it.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 14. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivities of my sons and daughters.
Remember ye the captivities of my sons and daughters. Okay, so that's not it. That I was trying to get to. It's kind of close to it, but let me see. Okay, so read that one more time.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 14. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon them.
Okay, remember the captivity. Let's remember what is captivity. What is captivity? Anybody in? There you go. Get a sister hand. That's right. That's what it is. Captivity is slavery. Okay, but that's not the precept I'm trying to catch. But that's kind of on it. But
Say it again.
I'm trying. And they shall remember themselves in captivity. Okay. It's either 3 or 4. I'm
2
thinking.
and 30. Baruch 2 and
It's
30.
2 and 30.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead and read it.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2, and
That's
verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
It's a who?
A stiff-necked people.
A who?
A stiff-necked people.
Now your brothers and sisters know that look we get when we get like real resistant. Like there they go. They sister did it too. Like I ain't doing that. Wait, you think I'm stupid? I ain't doing that. Because we stiff-necked people.
Right.
We're stubborn, in other words. We're very stubborn. Read it from the top.
For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
Stiff-necked, not naked. Not naked now.
Stiff-necked people.
Mhm. All right, continue. A stubborn people. Go ahead.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
In the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. They shall remember themselves. Well, who and where on earth remember themselves? Who remembers themselves? Does Drake remember himself? Does Michael Jordan remember himself? Does what's that, Cardi B remember herself? Megan Thee Stallion, does she remember herself that she's supposed to put on some goddamn clothes? She forgot the clothes. All right. You know who remember themselves? Who remember themselves, young man?
Brothers and sisters in I.S.U.P.K.
Get that man a hand. There it is. In I.S.U.P.K. 1 West Harlem, under commanding General YAHANNA, we who have the truth, the home of the truth, we remembered ourselves. We remembered that we need to uncover our heads. We need to wear fringes. We need to be in these classes. We need to keep God's feast days. We need to get rid of them goddamn holidays. We need to not eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, chase after whores, or smoke weed. We remembered ourselves.
Right.
We remembered that we're supposed to keep Levitical law. You see? And you do that through 1 West. You do that through the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
Understand? Read that one more time. Let it hit home.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 30. For I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
Exactly. So we remembered ourselves, thanks to General YAHANNA.
Right.
All right? Because if it wasn't for General YAHANNA, we wouldn't have remembered ourselves. We wouldn't even be sitting in here. We wouldn't even be sitting in here talking, knowing the truth. I say talking about, I don't want to say that. Knowing this truth, learning this truth, getting the breath of life put back in you, not being a dry bone, but being a living soul.
Right.
Okay? So there's a question online that says, what happens after we die for Israel? Okay, that's from Tom Doe. What happens after we die for Israel? I'm hoping you speaking of that Israel. I'm hoping you're not saying the Israelis. Okay, we're not dying for Israelis. They dying over there. Yeah. Tom Doe. But Shalom. What happens after we die for our nation? I'm gonna rephrase it for you a little bit. What happens after we die for our nation? Young man?
We don't die.
We don't die. Explain that.
The God that we worship is not the God of the dead, but of the living.
That's true.
Right.
We don't die for that, but do we die physical death?
No, sir.
Why?
Because the God that we worship is the God of the living and not the dead.
Well, that's true, but we gonna die. Eventually, we all gonna die. We have to die physically.
Physical.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But we do serve the God of the living. That is true. That is true. Keep that precept. I know what precept you're hitting on. So we're gonna give up the ghosts, but we also will come back.
Right.
See, Christ was a quickening spirit, a quickening, which means that he's gonna come back. See, go ahead.
Does that mean in another form?
No, you don't come back the same. You come back from the same tribe. So if you died a Negro, you're coming back a Negro. You died a Hispanic, you coming back Hispanic. And I want my damn burritos and tacos when you get back here, okay? My brother. We finna go get some beater.
Right.
That's right. So yeah, you do. You come back in that form. And, I mean, you come back in that same form. Because you know that's just natural. But back to this, after we die for our nation, okay, we're gonna be how you say it, almost like resurrected, you know, come back, and then we're gonna have another life. You get another chance. Like, for example, how many times was Christ on the earth?
I believe like 5 times, 4 or 5 times. I think.
All right,
Right.
4 times.
4 times. Yeah.
Who was he?
I think it was Adam.
There you go.
Adam.
Christ was Adam. Who else?
What's his name? Saul.
Mm-mm.
No.
Saul was a Benjamite. He was an Israelite,
right.
but he was a
Oh,
Benjamite.
I mean Solomon.
He was Solomon,
That's the one I was.
but before Solomon, who was he? Huh? No, not Samson. Samson was a Danite, but he was an Israelite as well. How many braids did Samson have in his head?
2 or 4.
Nope.
I just watched the movie. He seems really nice.
Yeah, that movie. But he had 7 braids, locks, cornrows. So you know he had 7 cornrows. Okay, but I just sort of for your edification. However, who was Christ before Solomon? Come on, get that man a hand. All right. Now, after Solomon, who was it?
Christ.
There you go. Get that man a hand. I try to trick y'all up, but y'all ain't going for it. That's right. Don't go for it neither. Keep your information. That's right. So Christ was Adam, he was Isaac, he was Solomon, and he was Christ. That's that quickening spirit coming back. I hope that answers your question. Okay, I'm trying to scroll down. I'm new at this, so y'all bear with me with the scrolling down. It's hard for me with this mouse, boy. I tell you, man, I'm not so technology. I say tech savvy, but oh wait a minute, let me go the other direction because I want to see what the top. I want to address the comments in the section. Is Trooper Kodash, Shalom, brother. Trooper Kodash, Shalom, priest Karatazar, my priest. There you go. Shalom, Shabbatah. Okay, that's the top right there. Okay, good. Okay, so look like I got everybody. Karatazar, John Doe. Okay, so that's 3. Let's see. Okay, now, hey, can somebody bring me some tissue out the restroom? I feel like I'm getting that cold coming up. So anyway, this is what our oppressor does. This is who our oppressor is. This is what he does. He is taking crafty counsel. Let's get back to Psalms 83. You still got that? You still got that out? Avant, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshabarakatah. All right, Avant in the house. Go ahead. What? I think we was at like verse 6 or something.
Still at verse 7, not 1.
Oh, we still at 7? Go ahead, continue.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 7. Gabal and Ammon and Amalek The Philistines whipped the inhabitants of Tyre.
Okay, Salaki. Who is the Philistines? Who are the Philistines?
The people who killed Christ, right?
No.
Hamites.
Huh?
Hamites.
There you go. The Africans.
Right.
A Philistine is an African. That's the one that David fought. Who was the famous Philistine that David fought? Goliath. Get that, Sister Head. See? Continue studying. Continue. Yeah, that was Goliath. Goliath from Gath. He's the one that David sunk that stone deep in his forehead, killed him on instantly. He dropped to the ground. He was big as hell, had a spear as long as a weaver beam. Damn, that's long. That's like as long. Y'all see that right there? Like as long as that. That was his spear. Yeah, he was a giant Hamite. In other words, a giant African.
Yeah.
And David was a short man, ruddy, like young looking. Of all his brothers were warriors. They were Hebrew warriors. You can see the scars on their face. They've been fighting and battling. And he said, I got one more son, and he's out there tending to the sheep. Because he was a shepherd. David was and his name in the Hebrew is Dawadah. All right. And this is the Dawadah Magun. These are the Dawadah Magun, the shield of David. Okay. This is his name. Because in Hebrew, the triangle is Da, which is the number 4. Wa is and. So these are 2 triangles, aren't they? These are 2 triangles. Da, wa, da. Because it's 2. Wa means and. That's his name, Dawadah. Not David, not V. Which Ve? This Ve, that Ve. That's a Edomite language. It's not Hebrew. What they say yeshiva, the fake Jews, yeshiva, right? They say that, hey, Yahweh, and all that, huh?
They say Israel.
Israel. So Israel, all that. But the real, who knows the real Hebrew name of Israel?
Yashrael.
Say it again.
Yashrael.
Yashrael. And what does it mean?
Prince of Power.
Sons of the power. Because you royalty, man. You are royalty. Sisters, you are daughters of Zion. Understand that. You God's chosen. You're beautiful sisters. You are God's chosen people. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever let nobody tell you wrong. And brothers, y'all know y'all the princes. We are the princes of the power. That's what Israel means. Yashra in the Hebrew. And every Friday we do the Lashawan Kodash, which is the holy tongue in Hebrew. And y'all know the letters right there, all the Hebrew alphabet letters right there. There's 22 letters, all consonants. Learn how to read them and write them. And it's a requirement that every priest knows that.
Right.
Okay. First, you learn by learning your name, how to write your name in Hebrew. Okay. So that's the deal. We have to know that we are the sons of the power. We have to know who our oppressor is. We have to know who is against us, who our enemies are. Okay. Who is our oppressor? Okay, continue. Psalms.
With the inhabitants of Tyre. Verse 8. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Shalem. Verse 9.
Salah.
Salah.
That means music.
Salah.
Play music. Salah. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Midianites.
The Midianites.
That's right.
As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kishon.
All right. So this is all explaining what we did to the Midianites. Now, I believe, but Gideon was the warrior that actually defeated the Midianites in the Old Testament. Do unto them as you did unto the Midianites. So here, I believe that's David saying this. asking the Lord, do unto them as you did to the Midianites. Destroy them. See, destruction is here. This is World War III. You got Russia and Ukraine going at it. Two Edomite nations going at it. Barakatha Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. That's right. Then you got Israel and Palestine. Barakatha Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. This is all prophecy coming true. War, war, war.
That's right.
Damn right. Exactly. Okay. So do unto them as you did to the Midianites. Okay. See, this kingdom is not going to come here. The kingdom of God is not going to come without this violence. It ain't coming. It ain't going to be peace. Because all you're going to do in church is learn how to play the organ, catch the Holy Ghost down the aisle, look like a fool, jump down, flip flop like a flounder. You're going to learn how to twerk. You're going to learn about Halloween. You're going to have a big pork chop on your plate. Maybe some hog balls and some whatever nasty thing they got. Shrimp. So you get a big old crab you crack with that damn. You gotta crack that. You gotta crack his arm with that wrench. I said a wrench, a plier or something. They give you the plier, put it on your plate. What the hell? Can't you tell you're not supposed to eat that? What is a shrimp's cousin? Anybody know?
A roach.
Say it again.
A roach.
Say it again.
A cockroach.
A cockroach. It's correct, brother. And my brother said it the same time. He said a roach. He said a cockroach. Man, look, man, don't eat shrimp, please. The Lord knows what we're supposed. Our dietary laws are important to us. That's why we keep this law in this school. We keep this law as we follow the Most High because it's unclean. It's not clean. Okay. Go ahead, continue.
Verse 9. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon. Verse 10. Which perished and endured. They became as dung for the earth. Verse 11. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb. Yeah, all the princes of Zebah and the Zalmunna. Verse 12. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Verse 13. Oh my God, make them like a wheel as the stubble before the wind.
Look at that. Make them like a wheel that's stubble before the wind. Like a wheel in the wind. You go. You go. You know, I always give the description. I give the description of World War III and the nations as a runaway freight train. You ever seen a runaway freight train? A runaway train? When the car got disconnected to the main train and it goes down that hill, who can stop it? What can stop it? Nothing. It got to crash into something. And the crashing is going to be at the bottom of Israel in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the valley of decision. And the Lord is going to plead our case. He's not going to plead like you say. He's going to say, please save the children of Israel. No, he's going to plead it with blood.
Right.
He's going to plead it with blood. And rightly so. Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21.
I got it all in one.
Read. Okay. Yeah, no. Go ahead and read it. So that read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
Prepare what?
Slaughter.
Prepare what?
Slaughter.
Read.
For his children.
For who?
For his children.
For who?
For his children.
Read.
For the iniquities of their fathers.
For who?
The iniquities of their fathers.
For who?
For the iniquities of their fathers.
Now, somebody mentioned to me before that all children are innocent. Not. La'al. All children are not innocent.
Come on, one.
They are not innocent. The Lord even said, I forget which one it is, and when y'all want to look it up, remark, you might remember this, where it says, I knew you when you were in your womb. I knew you when you were in your womb. This here says, prepare slaughter for who?
His children.
Read at the top. Take it from the top.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers.
What is iniquity?
Their transgressions are the one.
There you go. Transgressions. Sin. Prepare slaughter for their sins. See? But the child, I know you kind of look puzzled.
I'm so confused.
Go ahead. I'm gonna break it down for you. The iniquities is sin. Okay. Now the child didn't do no sin, right? Child just got born into the earth, right? But this here says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of who?
Their fathers.
The iniquities of who?
Their fathers.
Okay, so I never had a slave in my life. I'm an oppressor, and I never had a slave work for me and say, yes, sir, master, where you want a cup of tea? But it says for the iniquities of their father. You pay for the sins of your father. Why do y'all think we're here? Why are we here? Why are we sitting in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under the Commander General YAHANNA, wearing fringes, uncovering our head, not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, going to camp, keeping holy days, understand, paying tithes, pay your tithes. Vermont, you had your hand up?
I was gonna say, because we all are fathers.
Huh?
I was gonna say, like, we all are fathers. Like, we here now because we had a chance. I want to say back then and failed. So now we getting
That's kind of on it. Go ahead.
We here sharpening our swords.
We what?
Sharpening our swords.
Yeah, we here sharpening our swords right now. Go ahead.
The whole purpose of man is to serve the Lord. Sir.
Okay. Y'all kind of going around it. I'm gonna give you one more shot.
I think we here because we building the Lord's army, and your house shall come back with a sword, and on demand with our swords.
Okay, let me break this down. No. Y'all going on. Hold on. You finished what you said? Okay, let him speak.
I was gonna say, so we here because we try to show that we are worthy to be in the kingdom.
Okay, but what was the original question? The original question was, why are children not innocent? Okay, sis?
Because we pay the price that our father said.
That's right. Get a sister hand. We're sitting in here because our fathers walked away from the holy mountain, walked away from the laws, statutes, and commandments of God, kept other holidays, kept heathen days, slept with heathen women, which were not Israelites. We didn't want to sleep with our sisters and make children. We wanted to go over here with the Edomite woman. How many times does a brother get when he gets famous? Who's on his arm? A white woman. God, get a sister head. She know. And y'all know it. Y'all know this, man. Y'all know this information. We slept with strangers. And by the way, that's how Solomon lost the kingdom. Solomon had, do you know how many wives he had?
Come.
You do?
I think he had like 100 or something.
Maybe around, I would say 5. What?
Didn't he have thousands?
Could be. All right, go ahead. I would say somewhere around there, and concubines as well. Right. All those women, were they Israelites?
Law.
Say it again.
Law.
Give that man a hand. They were not Israelites. Some of them probably were, but he slept with Moab women. He slept with Ammon women, Chinese, Japanese. He slept with the Philistine women, African. He slept with the Asian, the Ismailite woman. He slept with the East Indian woman, which is Elamites. Okay. He slept with all those different women. They became his wives because sex is what?
Marriage.
Say it again.
Marriage.
There you go. Get that brother a hand. Sex is marriage. You married those women. As soon as you went to bed with her, you married her. So all those were his wives. The Lord doesn't want you to sleep with strange women that's outside your race. If she's not a sister, if she's not a Hispanic, if she's not a Native Indian woman, so-called Native Indian woman, if she's not neither one of them, she is a what, Ramon? A heathen, con. So the Lord don't want us to sleep with them. That's why it's forbidden for us. In this school, we don't do it.
Oh, no.
Y'all already know. Y'all know? Did y'all know that?
Oh, no.
I hope y'all do know that. We don't do that. We sleep with our sisters. We respect our sisters. If we sleep with our sister, what is our duty? Ramon, you slept with a sister. You got a rib already. What's your duty to your rib? And okay. And what else? There's one more thing. This is true. Her protection, her guidance, her teacher. Sis. There you go. Staying with they give a party. That's right. Staying with her. For how long? Gotta raise your hand, huh? Raise your hand. Go ahead.
For life.
For life. For life. See, in the hood, we all know brothers tiptoe around and grab another woman here, got a woman there, got a woman there. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong? What is wrong with that according to men that's not in the truth? What's wrong with it?
He threw her away.
Give that man a hand. Give that man a hand. He threw her away. He didn't want to be with her. He let her out to the world. In other words, he threw her to the wolves, really. I might be sleeping with this woman over here, but I'm supposed to come back and say, how you doing with the kids? What you need? You know, I care for you. I'm with you. You my rib. See, you can have more than one woman. You can. It's not a sin. But if you do not take care of that woman for the rest of your life, you're sinning. You are sinning. Because it's natural for a man to have more than one woman. Natural.
Oh, no.
But you leave her, you obligated. You got her, you had sex with her, you laid down, you obligated. She taking care of all your seeds, you understand? And you ain't doing jack. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. You gotta show up. You gotta teach them kids Hebrew. Teach them kids the Lashawah Kodash.
Oh, no.
Teach them kids the Bible.
Right.
Let them sharpen their sword.
That's right.
With this.
Right.
Let them sharpen their swords with this under the Lord. See? So that's what we need to do. So let's get back to who our oppressor is. I'm getting off. Now, go ahead. We get a question?
Yes, sir. You asked for the precept about I formed you or thee in the belly.
There you go. Read that. Where we at?
Jeremiah 1 and 5, sir.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. Read it.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Mm-hmm.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
See?
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
See, he already knew you when you was in your mama's womb. You were on the umbilical cord. You a little embryo up in there. The Lord knew you. He knew who you was. He formed you, shaped you, molded you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for the iniquities of their fathers, get back to Isaiah 14 and 21. Let's get back to our oppressor, who he is and what it's supposed to be.
From the top on.
Get it to the top. Take it from the top.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
Prepare what?
Slaughter.
Prepare what?
Slaughter.
Israel. What?
Slaughter.
Or should I say Israeli? What?
Prepare slaughter.
Should I say Palestinian? What?
Prepare slaughter.
Prepare slaughter.
Slaughter.
There you go. Unalive. Unalive. Continue.
For his children.
For his who?
For his children.
For his little innocent, so-called innocent children. We're going to go, as a matter of fact, we're going to go this. We're going to do this. Okay. I understand. It's kind of hard for sisters to hear this, to understand this. I mean, to hear it because it sounds so brutal. But what happened? What did Andrew Jackson do? You know, Andrew Jackson's on a $20 bill, right? He's on your $20 bill. What did he do? Andrew Jackson was known as an Indian killer, a great Indian killer, right? Because he learned the Gadite, because Gad is Israel. Gad is Israel. So-called Native Indians are Israel. He learned their ways or how their warfare on how to unalive somebody. Now, what did he do? What else did he do? What was he known for? According to the Native Indians, the so-called Native Indians, what did he do to them? It was a famous historical event that happened during his time. Go ahead.
Wasn't he the president who bought all the land of the Midwest?
Could have been.
He sent Lewis and Clark.
Okay, but I'm looking for something else.
Right.
He was one for the famous massacre of the Native Americans.
He was what?
He was famous for the massacre of the Native Americans.
For the massacre of the Native Indians. He was responsible for that. Y'all hitting on it, but there's a specific event that happened. It's very famous. Go ahead. Get that, man. Exactly. The Trail of Tears. What did he do to the children? Vermont. Well, they gave him the blankets with the smallpox in them. That's a disease. That's like a plague. He did do that. But what else did he do?
I know they scalped us.
Well, we did that to our oppressor. What did our oppressor do to the so-called Native Indian, which is the reason why this precept is here, is called prepare slaughter for the sins of their fathers. It's kind of hard. I'm going to give it to y'all. Andrew Jackson actually took the children, like 2 months old. They were screaming loud. The Trail of Tears, they had to walk miles. Our oppressor had our Native Indians walking miles to some outpost or reservation or whatever the government, and remember the system had prepared for them, which was hell. What he did with those kids that was crying too loud, the babies that was crying real loud, he took their feet, grabbed them by their feet, and smashed their skulls up against the trees. Unalived them. So that's who our oppressor is. Right. It's in his nature. That which is crooked cannot be made straight. Right. Get me estranged from the womb. Y'all know oppression. Y'all know what a precept that is? Estranged from the womb. Give me that. Give me that one. So he took the little babies. Man, your baby just came out. You just came out the hospital. Your baby is just, you got him as the baby in swaddling cloth. This oppressor goes up because she crying too loud. Because you're already traumatizing the baby, because the baby going that long without nourishment, without something to drink, without food. They may be with their parents and they're trying to keep them okay, but they crying like crazy because babies cry. That's natural. That's how babies talk. They cry. When they cry, because as a parent, you know, you could tell you get so good with parents, you can tell when they crying when they in pain. You can tell when they crying when they hungry. You can tell when they crying, you know, when they need that little pat on the back just to put them to sleep. You know, they tired. They tired to go to bed, man. I love you. Understand? But he had the nerve and audacity with his bloodthirsty ways to unalive our kids by grabbing them by the feet and smashing their skulls up against the trees. That's on your $20 bill. That devil. Go ahead.
I got the precepts.
You got the precept? Read.
This is Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
They are what?
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Young man, look up the word estranged.
Oh,
All right. Look up the word estranged. Hey. All right. Estranged. Go ahead.
The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Mm-hmm. The wicked are estranged from the womb. So what does estranged mean?
I got it all wrong.
Go ahead.
Estranged. This is the Oxford Language Dictionary of a person no longer close or affectionate to someone.
No longer.
Alienated.
Ooh, wow. Go ahead.
That's it.
Do you get the Merriam-Webster's?
I get that for you too.
Give me the Merriam-Webster's.
Oh.
No longer what?
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
All right. So they go astray. Read.
Estranged.
So they go speaking lies, right?
Right.
All right.
Forcing.
Where we at? Where y'all at? I'm kind of looking at you. Trying to see.
58 and 4.
All right. So this is the deal. They go forth speaking lies from the womb. Didn't we just discuss that God knows you when inside the woman? See, what y'all need to know, read the book of Genesis, I believe, where Rebecca had her twins. Read when Sarah had Isaac and Ishmael. It's not uncommon for what would happen when a woman was pregnant, when an Israelite woman was pregnant in the Bible. Does anybody know? What would happen? What kind of event would happen? That people say supernatural, because it was. That was supernatural.
I heard about the rat thing. The rat thing. It was like a rat and the other make like rat call itself out or something. Is that what you asked?
A rat?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
gonna call
heard
it that.
something about a rat or something like they have a rat. They'll put like a rat on the baby or stomach or something, and then like.
You mean a rack?
A rat.
Oh, a rat.
And have it crawl.
What
like
is it?
scratches.
Okay, so that's like a witchcraft type thing.
I think it was.
Yeah, that's witchcraft. Well, we speaking strictly out the Bible though. What was common when a woman was pregnant? Before that baby, before she broke water and had that baby, what would happen to an Israelite woman?
Angel.
Get that man a hand. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Angel would visit that woman and say, Rebecca, you're going to have twins. One of your sons is going to be chosen by the Most High God, and we're going to build a nation from him. See, John the Baptist, same thing. She was barren. She couldn't have babies at first, but she had John the Baptist. Samuel, I think that was Samuel, though. I think that was Samuel. His mother was barren at first. She couldn't have no baby, but the Lord opened up her womb. Supernatural. Opened up that womb, you know, and the angel visit said, this is going to be a prophet right here. See, this is going to be a prophet right here.
Right.
See, So it wasn't uncommon for our sisters to get visited by an angel to tell them what your son was going to be, or maybe even what your daughter was going to be. Who knows? So these are the things. So where we at? We at 14 and 21, right?
Nah, sir.
Where we at?
Psalms 58 and 4.
Continue.
This Psalms 58, verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Okay.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Okay, I think we need to stop there where we talk about estranged from the womb. Let's get back to 14 and 21. Did you finish out the 14 and 21 verse? Prepare slaughter.
There's some more on it.
Yeah,
Go ahead, continue.
I could read it, sir.
Take it from the top.
Isaiah 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. So this is your oppressor, who our oppressor is, and what the Lord says about our oppressor. Our oppressor is not going to rise and take the land no more. Because he took all the land. Look at all the real estate. Look at all the luxury apartments, the luxury homes. Does Pookie live up in there? Is Pookie in a luxury home? Is Shaquita in a luxury home? Is T-Bone in a luxury home? Niggas, my nigga Ippy in a luxury home? God damn, am I in a luxury home? Hell no. No. Fighting scram for everything. But see, that's what it's about. So let's get the book of Obadiah. Give me verse 10. Obadiah. There's only one chapter in Obadiah. That's one of the shortest books of the Bible. Only one chapter in Obadiah. Let me get Obadiah 1 and 10. I might want to start at verse 1, but let's go to Obadiah. Because we want to know exactly who this oppressor is. And then after and you give me Job 9 and 24. Yeah, give me Obadiah 1 and 10. But then again, give me Obadiah 1 and 1. What time we got? How's my time going?
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Concerning who? Wait, concerning who?
Edom.
Edom. Didn't we just read about Edom in Psalms 83?
Right.
We know who Edom is, right?
Right.
Don't forget who Edom is. Who was Christ's enemy? Yahawashi in the Hebrew. Who was Christ's enemy? Christ had enemies. Yeah, it was the devil, but it wasn't that winged spirit. Okay, it was the devil. Our oppressor is the devil.
Right.
Our oppressor is the devil. When we say devil in here, in this school, what do we mean by the devil first?
It means liar.
Say it again.
It means liar.
Give that man a hand. The devil is the liar. We don't mean that winged spirit, because there is who? Who else? What's his name?
Satan.
Satan. Give that man a hand. Satan is a spirit like the Most High. But the devil is the liar. Christ's enemy was the devil, because Satan follows God's orders. Satan ain't working on his own. People be all scared of Satan. They're scared to death. Satan doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. No, he take orders from God.
Right.
Take some time out and read the book of Job. Read the book of Job. When the sons of God presented themselves before the Most High, and Satan was amongst them. Understand? The Lord questioned Satan. What did you do? Where were you? He said, I was up and down, through and around the world. He said, I usurped my servant Job. He said, yeah. Understand? Satan followed God's orders.
Right.
Think about, and the Most High is not this. Salaki, 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 Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. think about the best way for y'all to understand it here. Think about Paulie in Goodfellas. Think about Paulie. What did Paulie do? Gave orders. That's what the Lord does. Satan is like the first made man. You understand? Satan is like that first soldier that he says, go over there and rob them over there. Take that money and bring it back to me. Give me 70%. Well, give me 80%. You take 20%. Go over there and kill them folks over there. That's how he does the angels, the Alahayim. That's how he does the angels. Why you think these earthquakes are happening? Why you think these tornadoes, these hurricanes, they keep forming a new hurricane coming? Those are angels. Satan is like the angel. He's an archangel, which is rank. There's order and rank in heaven, just like there's order and rank in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
I'm a police officer 1000. I have a number next to my name. I mean, we have rank and order in this school because we follow the Bible.
Right.
So he follows that. Satan follows orders. He's not doing all this on his own. He's not fighting God. I'm going to get this. It's going to be a power struggle. Ain't no power struggle. The Most High will smash him. But right now, he's doing the Most High's will. He's been doing the Most High's will since the beginning of time to the present. All right, so where we at? Where we at now? So we said that our oppressor is a liar. Understand that. He is a liar. We're going to go to John 8:44. Ramon, you want to get that? Go ahead, read what you got. Give me what you got. Hold yours. Go ahead.
Job.
No, I didn't want Job. I had. Didn't we have another scripture? What you holding?
Yeah, it's
We just did a strange from the womb, so we covered all that, right? Okay. So you got Job. So you pulled Job. Okay, I didn't ask for Job, but you pulled it, so you got it. Go ahead, because y'all are sharp tonight. Go ahead.
Job 9, what verse that was?
Oh, 9 and 24. No, I did ask for that. 9 and 24. Salaki. I did ask for that. Give me 9:24. Let's find out who our oppressor. Let's find out who our enemy is.
Just the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Read.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is what?
Given into the hand of the wicked.
The who?
The wicked.
The what?
The wicked.
The Israelites?
The wicked.
Edom. That's right. Salaki. See who that is. See who that is. So, this the thing. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? So the earth is given to wicked people. So let me break that down. Oh, they came to the back, y'all. Get that. Go with them. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right, sir.
Right. Job 9 and 24. So who right now is ruling the planet? Who's ruling the planet? Right. Well, who? Edom. Get that sister a hand. That's right. Now make sure that all of y'all get this. And y'all doing a pretty wild job in getting this done and getting this understanding. Yeah, all right. Give it into the hand of the wicked. Let's go to no, continue, because there's more to that. Continue.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Okay, somebody break that down for me. He covered the faces of the judges. Read that. I mean, go ahead, young man.
The faces of the judges is Israel. He covereth them. He tells lies as far as painting this white Jesus. He portrayed that Jesus is a white man.
You said it right. See, you cleared it up. At first, you was a little bit over it, but you got it. You on it because he did, and that's in the Russian icons. If you ever get that book is too expensive for a lot of y'all. I waited till it was $600. A book. A book. That's how much he don't want you to know that you Israel. That's how much he don't know. He don't want you to know who you are. Your oppressor don't want you to know. That's why we just read in Psalms 83, right? He covered, it said, let us make sure, something like this, I'm paraphrasing, that they know the name of Israel would not be in remembrance, that the name of Israel would not be in remembrance. In other words, let's make sure you don't remember that you were chosen from God. Because he did what? The last thing what you said. You already said
the faces of the judges
thereof. Get that man a hand. That's right. In the Russian icons, in the book, and I'm going to tell you that book originally was like $2,000. I waited on, for the sale to come up. And I caught that jump for $600. Yeah, at that time I paid for it. And that's what you see up in this school, because some of them, it used to be up there. Some of them, yeah, right there on that wall, that's the Russian icons. That top wall next to General YAHANNA, that's right there to show you that the prophets are black. That small picture. Not the smallest one, the next to smallest one, right next to you, sis. It shows that the prophets are black. Of course. After class, though. So, this is what he did. He covereth the faces of the judges. What did he do? Well, in the Russian icon book, it shows like them with white paint. It shows them with white paint, painting the prophets white. Yeah, I could say white. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, sir, I think it's called whitewashing.
There you go. Get that man a hand. Let us bring them, and give me a Psalms 83 one more time, where it says, "Let us bring them that Israel, that they don't remember who the name of Israel will be in remembrance no more." Read it. Read it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Your original name will no more be in remembrance. You just think you a Negro, you black, you a brother, you a you a homie stromy.
Come on, Adam.
Yeah. You don't know that you royalty. You a prince of the power of the Most High God.
Right.
That's east right there. We face east on our holy days. We face east because we face the city of Jerusalem.
Right.
And we pray east all the time. Don't we, Rabat? Right. Don't we, young men? Y'all been in the holy days already, because I was with y'all. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, but I saw y'all and we all face east. We command y'all to face that way and pray. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Understand? The Lord, the Most High God, in the name of Christ. His real name, Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. His real name, Yahweh, the Lord, the Most High. And we pray that way. And right now, you should be praying for repentance. If you're a black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, right now, as soon as you can, pray for the repentance of your sins. Even if you don't even know what sin you did, ask God to forgive you. It's
Right.
very important. We're in World War III. The world is about to close. What side you gonna stand on? That's the most important question. What side are you gonna be on? Are you gonna follow the white man in America? Are you gonna follow the Palestinians, the Russians, the Ukrainians? You gonna follow them heathens? You're chosen by God.
That's right.
Somebody give me the first will be last and the last will be first. Give me that. See, it's important, man, that we know this, man. It's important that we wake up to our culture, because your culture been buried so long. And now it makes sense. It should beg the question, why didn't he give you your original language back? Would he bring you from slavery? Now you out of slavery for 400 years, and then you still don't know your native language? You don't know what tribe you came from? You ain't came from no goddamn Kunta Kinte. You ain't came from no Kunta Kinte.
Right.
You came from Yakwa.
Right.
You came from Abarayam. Understand?
That's
You
right.
came from Yahushua. And most importantly, you came from the Most High, Yahweh. Let's give the Most High a hand. We came from them. We came from our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Our oppressor didn't tell you that, because he knew if he would have told you that, you would have never been a slave like you've been a slave. You would have revolted, just like they revolted in the French Revolution. I'm not the French Revolution. This when the French slaves, that was Toussaint. It was Toussaint, and it strikes me there were a lot of uprisings when we came on them slave ships.
That's right.
Right. One of them was the slaves that were Haitian, the Haitian slaves. There was a movie that was about that, and it's got a lot of a few of my favorite actors in that. When it got my boy, what's his name? Damn, what is his name? It was one of them. I can't say this brother's dark skin. Y.A.P.K, dark skin brother, big dark skin brother. He played that main slave. That started a revolt against our oppressor. Okay, you see, we did not want slavery. Somebody give me Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. We did not want slavery. We did not want. What kind of nation is that dumb to say, come on, put me in these chains, rape me, molest me, unalive me, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be Tawab.
Right.
What nation does that? Last I looked, my people are very intelligent. Last I looked, there were sisters that built that made the, what did they make? Something real important in space travel. They wrote, okay, our sisters did a lot. I'll put it this way. Our sisters did a lot. Our brothers did a lot of things that we use today, like the traffic lights, you understand? Like x-rays, all the things that we invented, the cotton gin, okay? All the things. Go ahead.
Wasn't it true that a brother invented the fridge?
The refrigerator, right? And I think the microwave too.
Yeah.
All right. And in the film industry, go ahead.
Supposedly it's true that a brother that was a slave invented mac and cheese too.
Could have been.
That was Judas' brother.
Okay. It's just the head. That's right. That's right. We contributed so much to this nation because one thing our oppressor knew, that Israelites can make something out of nothing. That's why we could survive a month on two slices of bread. My mama did. I remember my mama used to take the francs when we lived in Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn, and we lived In the bathroom, when you go in that bathroom that we moved in, you could see the sky in our bathroom. You'll see the stars. We couldn't use the bathroom. We had to use newspapers in the bucket. That's how poor we was in New York. But she used to take the Franks, I remember, and put them under hot water to cook them. Slumlords, Amalekite, that hook-nosed so-called Jew, he owned that crap in East New York, Brooklyn. You understand? We make something out of nothing. I'm one of 6 children. I got 5 brothers and 1 sister. You understand? And my mama made do. Made do. Because one thing, like General YAHANNA said, we know how to suffer. We know how to suffer. And our oppressor put a crazy suffering on us. What y'all holding? What you holding?
I got John 8:44.
There you go, read it. There you go, give me that.
This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
No, he loved everybody. What?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
In this great big melting pot we call America, he what?
Was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a goddamn murderer. Continue.
And abode not in the truth.
What does the word abode mean?
To abide.
What does abide mean? Give me the Merriam-Webster. Let's do the Merriam-Webster.
Yeah.
But you can go ahead and answer it.
That go hand in hand, right?
Give me the Merriam-Webster's. All right. He was a murderer from the beginning, and he abode not in the truth.
Another way for saying that he was not trying to vote for his people.
Not trying to be
He
what?
was against it.
Right. But more importantly, what else? Go sit down. Yeah, sit down. Got it?
Oh, no.
All right.
This is the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. The definition of abode: the place where one lives.
Place where what?
Where one lives.
Where one what?
Lives.
Lives. He abode not in the truth. He lived in lies. See? To abode means to live. Continue.
And abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
Because there's what?
There is no truth in him.
Because there's what?
There is no truth in him.
What did our native Indian brothers say about our oppressor? What
There
did he
is
say?
no truth in
It's
him.
real common. It's real common what he said. What did the so-called native Indian man said about our oppressor? I gotta say oppressor, but we used to be was able to say what we needed to say. But now we got to watch what we say, because y'all would have been able to answer this. Go ahead. You think you got it? No. No. What did he say? The oppressor speaketh with a
Flattering tongue.
another word. You almost saw it. Come on.
So, is it silver tongue?
No.
Oh man,
Fork.
righteous.
There you go. Say it again.
He speaks with a forked tongue.
Absolutely. Get a brother a hand. I knew y'all would get it. Our oppressor speaks with a forked tongue. How many sticks is in a fork? So he got 4 tongues talking to you. Which one is telling the truth? Muhammad Ali said this. He said, if there was like 2,000 snakes coming in here and some of them were poisonous and some of them wasn't, I don't think I'm going to take the time out to figure out which one is not poisonous and which one is poisonous. I'm going to get rid of all of y'all. You see? I'm not saying that there's not good so-called white men out there, but a lot of them are venomous, like the adder, like the fertile ants, like the cottonmouth, like the rattlesnake, like the what's that one? Cobra. Like there's one more I was trying to get. He's the coral snake. Yeah, the coral snake. All right, like the Bushmaster. All right, they got venom in there, and that venom is alive. Okay, so we cannot trust that. Don't trust that. You trust your brothers and sisters.
Come on,
You trust your brothers and sisters as best that you can. Because some of us are jacked up too. Okay,
come on.
but trust who you can trust. Understand? But first, trust the Most High, trust Christ, trust General YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K and the priests and officers that are here.
That's
Because
right.
we here to take care of you.
Right.
When you come here, I like to say welcome home. You came back home. Come on home. Get it out the rain. My father used to say that back in my day when I was bad, when I was out there drinking and I became of age and smoking weed and doing all the dumb junk a young man does. He said, you don't even got sense enough to come in out the rain. And them back east rains used to be real heavy. You ever lived back east or been back east when it rained? That's real rain. Them raindrops are huge. You going like the homeboy said in what's that movie, State Property 2? You're gonna get drenched. You're gonna get drenched. All right. So okay. So what we holding? It's 9:01. Okay. So we started. All right. Okay. So this is the Thursday night Brotherhood class out of Southern California. Also, we cover in Nevada. Okay. And I'm Police Officer 1000, Shadow Rock, and I'm going to end this class. And with that, I'm going to say shalom. And Brother Ramak, can you do us out? Come on. Get a hand.
Akim, Ivan, which means stand.